Hello again, everybody. Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday night, April the 21st. These are the charts of the day. Well, folks, it was a difficult day on Wall Street, and I'm wondering whether the earnings reports and some of the gap downs and late bad close is going to exacerbate into something worse here. I think we're due. The question is, will we get any downside follow through with Google, Microsoft, and several others lower after hours? Tomorrow may be a difficult session, particularly on a Friday before the weekend. Who knows what kind of ugliness we can see. So be careful out there. I'm going to go over some stocks that I'm looking at that are acting well, interestingly. One is Bonanza Creek. Now, if you remember, this stock back in August, September was forming an inverse head and shoulders, and I put a swing on it. When it broke out here, it's only to pull back and then break down and take out support. Luckily, we had a stop on it around that 6.5 area. It dropped all the way down to under $1. So, perfect example of the use of stops, right? But now the stock's formed another larger inverse head and shoulder with a left shoulder, head, right shoulder here. If you look at the action just recently, it's moved up on big volume, pulled back, low volume, and then exploded on big volume. Today's action got it right up to the neckline, or just a little bit above it, right there, only to reverse back down below it. So I'm going to watch this one carefully. Just want to give you a heads up that the pattern's there where we get a follow through, or it's going to back and fill in this here. I'd love to see some consolidation, but ideally we get a follow through first, and then it backs and fills and consolidates up there before going up towards that 8-9 zone where I think it could be next. Well, Kimura's swing trade's acting great, and the first swing target was met today by passing $9. Reached up to 968, closed at 961, up 38 cents. 4% gainer, but up for the 5th day in a row and the 9th out of the last 10. So really acting nicely. There is some resistance in this zone right about there. It looks like we actually tagged that level late in the day. The next target would be conceivably up around 12.5 if it decides it wants to follow through. We may need to back and fill a little bit first. EDU, well, I'm very intrigued by the way this is acted, and my bad for not giving you a swing when it broke out here. And again, when it broke out there, looking at the overall pattern structure, looks like the trend line and the channel call for a move up near 50 or better, with a short-term target around 46 and then 52, we'll call it. Really acts well, almost 3 days to cover short. Feels to me like it's going higher. Swing trade ERII hit 1335 today. My swing trade target 13 because of this lateral price resistance. On the weekly chart, you can see the all-time high was my target. We reached it and then some. I'm very thrilled with the way it's acted, going from 5.5 to 13 just in the last, couple months. So this is acting well, and we may see more upside, but for now there may be some resistance right up here near the all-time high. ETE, another junior oil in the same vein as BCEI that had gotten hammered all the way down to like $4, rallied, wedged or coiled, broke out, retested, and has run up nicely. In the last 4 sessions in a row, particularly after the reversal day here, it's been consolidating nicely. And then today, popped a little bit, 7.7%. The resistance right up above here was tagged today, right at this January high on reversal day, 11.15. Today's high, 11.32. So if we continue this, we could see a run up to the December rally highs around 14.35.40. That would be my target. With 4.26 days to cover, we may get there. Endeavor is silver. Well, a lot of the gold, silvers, etc. came down early, bounced, hit inside days, in particular this one. Take a look at EXK with an inside day near the top of the channel. Now, it's worrisome because when you get that kind of action, we could see it start to fade and maybe consolidate. After all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up with big volume on a reversal day. Again, as I said yesterday, high volume on a reversal day is only good if we get a downside follow-through. So on EXK, the stop is under 365. The support is around 320. The next target would be conceivably up around 5 and then 6.25. FPRX has been a wonderful swing since the inverse head and shoulder broke right there. We put a swing on it like 39. It's reached 49. And 10-point run, and near the top of my channel and my target zone. Consider this a successful retest. INGN, also another great swing test. Swing trade with a pop coil. There's the breakout, running from 42 to nearly 50. That swing trade worked. We're right up against resistance. The next target could be mid-50s. There is a flag forming, so it doesn't look bad at all. INO, another swing that acted well, in particular when this level here was crossed. With the breakout there, put a swing on it. Subsequently, it's gone from 7.5 all the way up to 10.25, reaching my first swing target. My second target appears to be up near 13, so we'll keep an eye on this one too as well. 7 days to cover short. Really nice momentum. JNUG, another metals, precious metal stock with an inside day after the big reversal today. But keep your eyes on this level. I do not want this on a 121. It went back up 10 points today, or 8%, so we may not be done yet. Momentum is phenomenal on this, but it's a little long in the tooth short term. We'll see if we need some more consolidation in that zone. If this is a massive 1 and 2, then this is wave 3 and 4 may be happening, or may take a couple, 3-4 weeks to consolidate, and then move up towards 175. LABU, interesting pattern developing, base breakout and wedge. Today, with the stock being up $1.90 or 5.5%, I just like the action. I think with resistance at 39, that's my next target, and followed by the January highs in the 41 range. So 39 to 41, if we get any kind of additional upside. It's really acting well. Look at the unbounced volume at new highs for the year. Positive divergence for sure in OBV. Motivation acting well, up $1.94, most of it late in the day. Stock acts like something's cooking. We're hearing a lot of option trading, a lot of potential deals in the works. I think they may have already turned down an offer. Look for something in the 60-65 range or better before this stock's a takeout. Newmont Mining acted well among the golds today, one of the better ones. Near the high for the day, the high for the channel, up $1.74, almost 6%. It was a good day for Newmont in particular. Nugget along with JNUG, very similar pattern. Wanted to show you that. Here's Nugget, JNUG, and here's Nugget. Very, very similar. Obviously, they track each other. But anything on Nugget that drops below, say, 90, 82, 80, could result in deeper retrace. OCUL all-day trade, after the run-up out of the wedge, formed another one, and now it's broken out of that. If the gap's filled, we could see this as quickly as tomorrow morning at 14.25. But my target remains 17.5, 18 zone. OVAS, put a swing on it today because I feel the coil's about to break. Obviously, resistance in the 11.5 range is what's needed to be taken out. If that happens, looking for 15. Swing trade racks took a pop today, maybe coming out of this little wedge or coil. Obviously, support would be about 23.60, 65. My target, though, is in the high 20s. 6.6 days to cover in that one. Silica also a swing trade acting well. Moving up to test the July snapback high, which was 26.70. Today's high, 26.72. It may be at the top of the channel at a lateral resistance, so we could get a pullback in the zone, but I think it's going to work its way higher. Still looking for near 30. SUNW is finally making a move. Picked up a little steam yesterday, and today broke through the declining tops line, lateral resistance, 3 moving averages, and volume picked up to the best level we've seen on this stock on an up day since back in December. So the best volume on an update for this year may lead to more upside, and I'm looking for a stock to test 3.05 short term, followed by potentially something about 3.30.40. SUPN acting well, jumping 58 cents to 3.5%. It's right at resistance here. We can get through this zone. We have a run potentially up to 1920. That looks good. And last is Weibo, another swing trade acting great, popping another 89 cents or nearly 4%. However, it is at the top of the channel, although there's a little bit more momentum potentially to take it to 25.75, 26. Stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be interesting. HB out.